Hey everybody, and welcome to premiere draft of Edge of Eternities. This is release day for Magic Arena, so this is my first draft, and I didn't go into it with much more than knowing the different draft archetypes. I haven't really seen any spoilers, so this is kind of the old pre-release feeling that I used to have. I used to go to paper pre-releases and really I really enjoyed exploring the format while I played, so that's what we're going to get here. This draft may have more reading than usual, but that's part of exploring the format, and we're going to jump right in and see what we got. So our rare is a monolith. Target creature gains when this is dealt damage. Draw that many cards. Okay, not exactly what we're looking for as the first pick. The second spell for each turn costs 2 less. That is a really powerful card. Equipped creature gets +1/+0, and when it attacks, choose up to a creature it can't block, and its power is 1/1. Okay, this is a reanimation spell. We're going to go ahead and pick this 2/4. This is the white-blue archetype with second spells mattering. And when you can play them for 2 less, that's even better. Although, you know what? This card here, we took a quick quick aside. This is a 4 mana 2/3 that is a removal spell of sorts until this creature is gone. 3 mana 2/2. When it enters, put +1 on target creature you control. Whenever a non-token creature you control with +1/+1 dies, you get a 1/1 human token. You can warp that in for basically the +1/+1 counter and some combat tricks, which is really nice. But Depressurize is a great removal spell. This is target creature gets -3/-0 until end of turn. If the creature's power is 0, then you can destroy it. If not, it's just -3/-0, and you will probably be winning in combat. So that will definitely be the pick. Honor. Put a +1/+1 on target creature and draw a card. Really good rate. When this creature enters, choose 2 +1/+1 counters, or put an exile card with warp on the bottom of your library. If you gain 2 or more tapped creatures, gain 2 life. I like that. We're going to highlight it and keep reading. Sorry. When this becomes tapped, surveil 1. That's also a nice creature. I think I like this 3/3 a little bit better. And this is a discard spell. Return a permanent you control back to your hand, and obviously looking for enter the battlefield effects with a card like that. When this enters, put a +1/+1 on each of the 2 creatures with warp. Okay, the casting cost of 6 is a little tough there. When this enters, -3/-0. 2/2 menace, void at the beginning of upkeep. Okay, we're going to go with this flyer. Gets +2/+0 if you played 2 or more spells. This enters with a +1/+1 for each other creature you control. Or this vigilance creature. I think we'll try and lean into the +1/+1 counter theme. I do wish I had the 2-drop if I did have a chance of getting this later, but that's not anything for now. Focus Fire. Deal X damage to attacking or blocking creature. 2 plus the number of creatures and or spaceships you control. Great removal spell in white. I will go ahead and take that. You automatically equip it and it gets first strike to end of turn. It's an aggro card, but certainly a good aggro card. This seems very late for this second spell Mattering deck. I'm gonna have to take it. So from what I'm getting right now, obviously it looks like I am going to be in white with either with a secondary color to be determined. In my last draft, I think I left that to be determined go a little too long, and it didn't exactly pay off in my favor in pack 3, so I'm going to try and not let it go too long, but we'll see what these cards have for us. This is very easy as long as you have one artifact. It gets +1/+1 and Death Touch. I think this is kind of replacement level. We can find something there at some point in the draft. Okay. Wow. That 2-drop was the 2-drop I was saying I missed. I'm glad I have it. It kind of helps the curve in white. And that is where I think I'm going to end up being. So a colorless mythic, 2 mana. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has 15 exile. Their next turn is okay. So 15 mana minus the creature's power. Let's say the creature's power is 5. That's still not enough to get there. Okay, 4/5 lifelink at the beginning of your end step. If you control 2 or more tapped creature, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control other than this. Pretty good. A double striker that can grow. Draw 2 cards when it enters, and then paying 8 will turn it into a creature. Oh, this one here. 4/4 flyer for 6. When it enters, a target creature you control gets +X, and then a target creature you don't control gets -X. It is 6 mana, but it is definitely the type of card that I would like to see. A Focus Fire I would love to wheel, but this is the kind of finisher that I would really, really like to play. Each opponent discards a card. When this creature or another creature you control dies, you lose a life and gain a life. Two 4 flying. When this creature becomes tapped, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, draw a card. Okay, it's a May ability, so it's certainly a positive, even if it's not something that you go ahead and do all the time. This is a 2 mana 2/2. When it dies, you may put the +1/+1 counter on something else. 4 mana for 2 power flyer is just a little too slow. When this equipment enters, make a 2/2 attached to it. So this is a 3/4 with flying. I do like that. Indestructible or deals 2 damage. I really like the ability to move flying on a creature. It just ends the game, right? It just makes every creature lethal. The replacement level. I think I'll hide this blue for now. This is a little too much equipment, right? I don't think we're going to end up playing all of it. Three mana, and again, you pick something up. Go ahead and take it. I don't think we're going to end up playing 3 of them. Yeah, I don't know if you need to do this so quickly, and I think this is ending up costing 3 most of the time. Wow, these are coming super late. But again, having them in multiples is not what you really want to do. The focus fire did come back, so that is good. We'll take the blue card just in case we pivot again. But it doesn't look like we're going to. We're going to have enough playables in black-white. And we have a legendary, 3 mana, 3/3. When this creature enters, gain a life. At the beginning of your turn, draw a card if you gain 3 or more life this turn. So it's not just from this, just overall a 3 life. Yep, we're certainly not playing 3 of these saviors, so we definitely need a few more playables than it would look. Two mana 1/1 and make a 1/1. You can pay 6 and sacrifice and search for an equipment card, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. I do think that's probably good enough. Oh, never mind. Banishing Light. Never mind. It's a good card. I would like to play it. I would like it to wheel. Focus Fire has wheeled before, but I'm going to take Banishing Light. Just a catch-all removal spell. It's too good not to. Faller's Faithful. Oh, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm just taking Banishing Light again. We're at playables, so I'm not overly worried about that. We don't have a lot of big power creatures for this. We do have enough artifacts to have that going most of the time. Yeah, a 4 mana 2/2, and it has station, and it can be a late game bomb while it's flying, right? I think that is good enough. Breeding Pool. I like the Death Touch. I'll go ahead and pick it up. I'll just take Focus Fire. I mean, I don't know if we're going to play 3 of them, but we're certainly going to play 2 of them. And another 2-drop. Not sure if we're going to end up playing this Dominion Bracelet. We just don't have the power, right? What's the best thing that we're going to end up having this as? Power of 5? And we're certainly not going to play 2 of those swords. I don't think this is a card we're going to be playing. But the Focus Fire keeps coming on back. Okay. White-black, we have some equipment, a little bit of an artifact sub-theme there. And now we have to cut. We're obviously going to cut the blue card. We're not going to be playing that. And so here we are, 47 cards. We have to make a couple of cuts. We're probably, you know, obviously we have quite a bit in the 3-drop. I like to cut from right to left and look at the finishers. Not just the cards that are expensive, but really the cards that can finish a game. This is, you know, this has flying, and any other creature that you need to have flying has flying. So that is a type of finisher that I am looking for. This is one that I don't love. It does give 2 +1/+1 counters when it enters. So if you play it twice, it could be up to 4 counters, which is really good. I'm going to be playing that. Yep. When this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, this creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. It seems pretty good at stopping something. That we want to play. I don't know that we need 2 of those. Okay, this 2/2. I think this card looks fun. I hope sometime in the I hope sometime I get to play with it, but that time is just not today. I would consider playing 1 Squire Lightblade because it gives first strike. It's a combat trick that ends up sticking around, and then you can give something else first strike. I do like it quite a bit in that context. Sorcery speed for the +1/+1 counter, so we will end up cutting that, and I believe we'll cut 1 Focus Fire. So for removal, we have 2 Focus Fire, 2 Banishing Light, and then we have a Depressurize. I think that's the deck we're going to roll with, and I'll be right back for gameplay. And let's jump right into game number 1. This deck seems to be pretty good, but again, I don't know the speed of the format. I don't know exactly how things are going to go in Edge of Eternity, so that's what I'm really looking to find out, even more than just specifically winning or losing this one. So pretty cool background, very on theme. So 3/2 and okay. And the warp cost is 4. Okay, so we'll play a 2/2 and pass the turn. Banishing Light, that's very aggressive for a 2/2. That's ultra aggressive. They're going to play this 3/2 and make another token. No, it's a 3/3. When it gets tapped, create a lander token. When a land enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay? This could get 2 counters. It could go to a 5/5 this next turn. It can attack and then get a lander and then play the lander. Okay. Okay, very aggressive start. Only thing I can do is warp and get a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, we're in trouble right from the start here. Is making this a 4/5 any better? Because when he attacks, he's going to get a +1/+1 counter. He's going to have at least 1 land drop. Like, this is not good at all. We are in some serious trouble. This is going to be too small to really hit any of these creatures. Wow. I thought he was being very aggressive with this Banishing Light, and, you know, indeed he was, but with good reason, right? He had absolutely every reason to be aggressive. This one's going to put the +1/+1 counter on himself so that he's a 5/5. Yeah, just overwhelmed here. Let's see what he has here. Yep. He knows I'm going to block there. This is, yep, that's enough to do it. Okay, game number 1. Learned a lesson about defensive speed, right? Making sure you have enough things out on the board quickly. And let's see if we can put that into use on game 2. Well, I thought for sure that Banishing Light was going to have been a bad play by the end of the turn, or by the end of the game, and it turned out to be just fine if you were that aggressive and were going to be able to put on that much pressure all the time. So good for him for realizing it this early, and we'll just try and take some lessons there. We'll have these drones out on turn 2. We'll probably play Skittermaw. We'll attack and just make sure that he's going to block. Specifically because it has Menace and it might be able to get in while there's only a few creatures on the board. So right now, you could double block. This could be a trick, but I'm not overly worried about that. You play the 3-drop since it's the most efficient use of our mana. If we draw another 3-drop next turn, we'd be able to play a land, play a 2-drop and a 3-drop. Not sure what the opponent had in hand. Maybe he was looking for a third color. Maybe the white was being splashed. Maybe it was a black-red deck that's splashing white. Because it didn't look like he was in any kind of rush to concede there. While we were aggressive and attacking every turn, he had a 1-3 and an 0-4. He could have held us off for quite a while unless we were able to get some bigger stuff out. So not exactly sure what happened there, but we'll keep rolling. I'm curious to see how good this equipment is. It comes in as a 3/4 flyer. Probably start with the drone. Although I guess you could say if you start with the beetle and then you play the drone and it's killed immediately. But again, like, why would you kill it immediately? He's got 5 cards. It's not likely that he's going to have 1 card anytime soon. So I'll go ahead and start with the beetle. Okay. Go ahead and play the 2/2 and then have focus fire up. Do we want to attack? No, I don't think we do want to attack right now. Can they draw a card? Do they have something to do with 2 mana? And they do. Okay. -5 -0. When it becomes tapped or is dealt damage, destroy it. Yeah, now we don't mind trading off, since he only has 1 card in hand. Although he does have basically a 2nd card right over here. He just has to pay 2 mana for it. Stun counter. Okay. Surprising on the 1/1. Okay. He's going to get a free attack. Nothing we're going to do about that. I do like this. So we play a land and attack. Play this afterwards and then draw a card for having 2 tapped creatures. The 2/4 that the second spell costs less. Makes a lot of sense. Keeping something tapped down. Okay. The ability still goes off, right? Like having 2 tap creature will go ahead and make that happen. So we Banishing Light, put 2 +1/+1 counters, and call it a day. Attack. Draw another card. The life is adding up a little bit more than I had thought, so that's good to see. 2/2. Yep. Drawing 3 cards is huge. But he's going to be constrained on his mana on exactly how much he's going to do, because we are going to be hitting him for a lot. Am I right? Yep. Absolutely. Happens all the time. So what are we going to play? It's a 2/2 flyer that puts something back in our hand. We just get the equipment out. So he's going to have to block one of them. I'm just trying to do the math there. I think the answer was going to have been play the 6-drop that gets 2 +1/+1 counters, put it on the 4/4, and the other 4/4 attack in. I think that was going to be the play to stop double blocks or triple blocks or whatever the opponent was going to do. But again, opponent had a couple too many lands there, especially when he drew 3 cards, right? So I assume he drew a couple of lands in those 3 cards, which was probably unfortunate for him. I think we'll keep. We're on the draw. With depressurize as our only early drop here. Still getting that off the battlefield early. Depressurize. We have a 3/4 coming next turn. I assume he's playing this 3/2 with the other 1/1. Okay. So we start with the 3/4. This will make an artifact, and it is an artifact. So the spacecraft is an artifact, and the 2/2 is an artifact. Okay. Taking 6. I played this so that I could hold up the first strike. Otherwise I could have made this 3-4 flyer, but I was afraid of putting all my eggs into the 3-4 flying basket here. I'm not sure if this will pay off. Okay. Okay. Assume he has something with a +1/+1 counter in his hand, but he doesn't have it right now. We could do both. No, this is 9 to station. I don't want to do that right now. There's a flying. Each creature you control. That is a lot of cards he's going to be drawing. He's just drawing one card. Okay. Okay. Better than I thought. But then anytime a creature with a +1/+1 counter dies, it also is going to draw a card. So that's going to be tough. Luckily, if he doesn't have a trick, we're going to get him here. With this one first. Draw one card for himself. Okay. He's got a lot going on, but it's all on the board, which is a good place for it to be. We could get this flying and first strike activated. Right? And this enters with a +1/+1 on target creature. Okay. I mean, Focus Fire is going to help us get out of this. He's going to put it on the flyer and then attack with the flyer and the 5/4. If he does, we could trade our flying. So let's see. So we're at 6. He's got 2 cards in hand. Okay. So it's 6 mana to equip both of these. We could give the 7/7 flying. Make it 8 power. And attack. Starting next turn, he tries to tap us down. Seven, 8, 9. So if we attack for 7, next turn, no. So next turn he has to tap us down, right? He taps that down. We attack for 3 flying. We follow up with the Death Toucher. Any reason to attack with 4 flying? No, right? Maybe. We do have to be careful of our life total. We are at 6. Yep. We block there, take 3. We block and block. Take 3 and go to 3. We have to not attack because he has to see that he shouldn't... Like, he could block us down here and we lose. Right? He taps the flyer right now. Attacks with everybody. And that's 3 for all of the parts we can't block. Hopefully he doesn't see it, or he wants to wait till next turn, or something kind of comes up. But if he's paying attention, he can win right here. Yeah, we're going to lose this. If he's really conservative and he thinks that we might have something and have some kind of trick, but at this point, I think he has to go for it, right? He has to tap down one blocker on his first main and then attack with everyone. We need to come up with two things to do, right? We need to block. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to do it. Yep, he's got it. Good job. It seems like so far, it seems like the format's pretty quick. 2-2. Let's see if we can get to 50% here. Okay, we'll keep this. Obviously, like the artifacts there. He himself is an artifact, so he's going to give +1, -1 just by himself. So when this enters, you may have two land. Have your opponents, if they don't, put 2 +1/+1 counters. Let's decline, and he can have his +1/+1 counters. And we have a death touch, so that's what we're going to end up doing. We can pull him off the battlefield, but when it enters, we get the same choice, so it's not going to matter. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Obviously, if he has a removal spell, he's going to use it on the Death Toucher. But hopefully it'll be a premium removal spell. It'll be 3 mana, 2 or 3 mana. I'm afraid of just sitting here forever, but I can't really do anything about that. This is going to draw a card a turn. He has first strike, so this is off the table. I assume he's going to try that same play over again next turn. A 3 toughness against a black-red deck. I don't expect that to stay on the battlefield forever. So those should be a big creature. Should stop a lot of things. If he double blocks, I will focus fire. Yeah. This is going to be able to get rid of a 2/2. Yep. He can get 2 lander tokens now. A creature we control. It's going to be a 4/3. Yep. Do I really want him blocking a 2/1 with the 1/1 Death Toucher? To get in 9 points of damage? No. It's a big hit. My opponent has a grip full of cards, and so I am not celebrating at all. This thing is going to draw him even more cards per turn. He can do it on this 4/4 and then attack in, and I'm going to be forced to block. It's not going to be good for me, so... If he attacks, he is open to an attack back. Attack with the 5/5 and he has to block something. Okay, I attack. Okay. I attack with the 2/4, the 2/3, the 5/5, and the 4/4. Then I sacrifice this. So now he's jump blocking there, and he has to deal with everything else, right? Okay. So my opponent's down to 4 life. I have a 5/5 flyer ready to go. Let's see what this looks like. He's got 1 turn, but he does have 9 mana. He can draw an extra card, but it's going to cost him at least 1 life. Draws a life linker, but that's going to cost him. It's going to go to 3. He's going to make me discard a card, but it's only a land. And he's going to lose to the flyer. Okay. That is 3 and 3. No, I'm sorry. That's 3 and 2, right? We're still in it to try and gain a couple more games here. And I'll be right back with the next game. We are 3 and 2 with a black-white kind of mid-range deck. Maybe I think it has some aggressive draws, but it's really more reliant on some of the flyers that it has to end the games. And again, this is release day for Edge of Eternities. This is kind of like my pre-release. I haven't been through the spoiler section. Just wanted to kind of play the cards and see how this goes. I'm a little nervous on keeping a hand like this, but yeah, I think this is a mulligan, right? Game 1, and then I think it was game 3, we had some defensive speed issues. And so I think if I keep this hand, I'm playing into that being a major problem. Here, while we're not going to be able to play the virus beetle on time, you know what? We don't really have that many plays here for this hand either. I gotta be honest, this hand kind of stinks. I don't want to go to 5. I do think I keep this. And I have to... You know what? I do have to... It's a good card, but you can't keep a 6-drop here in this situation. I mean, I don't think you can. We'll have a 2/2. We'll be able to give something for a strike if they're... Yep. I think we have to get rid of our virus beetle. Yep. And get punished right away for doing so. But again, that's how it goes. We are going to be on the back foot here. We can pick up a land, but we can't replay it. 2/2 flyer would be good to have. Or we wait till next turn and we can play it and pick up a land for the light blade if that's what we choose to do. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Especially because we have depressurize if we needed to do that this turn. Cool lands, I do like those. Deal 4 damage, and there's not much to be done there. I think we're going to depressurize and just reduce the clock. Attacking for 1 is going to be fine. Draw a land, and so this way we could play Light Blade, and then this would come in as a 4/4 at least. When this enters, another target creature gets +2/+0. Yep. Yeah, I don't want to kill it this turn, so this late blade play is not going to do well for us. Do we play it just to make this come out as a 4/4? Probably not, since we have a 4/5 on the battlefield. We play just a 3/3 here. He's going to hit us for a lot. This is going to be 5 a turn. I mean, I guess 4 a turn, right? He's not going to be able to do this again. No blocks. We're going to have to take the 4 for a couple of turns until we can have some kind of profitable block, okay? Removal spell. Okay, Banishing Light is good here. Let's see what he has. I am assuming I'm going to have to stop attacking at some point, right? Well, now I'm just going to play it. So we're going to need to draw something, right? We're winning the race right now, but he's going to draw out of this if we don't. We're both at 10. Okay. This creature attacks. Put target creature from defending player's graveyard. Yeah, that's not good. The 2/2 should stop his attacks. We could maybe move that over, but I don't see why. Attacking with a 2/2 flying is 4 turns. And it's going to destroy. Okay. He's gonna chump block eventually. He's not gonna chump block here, though. Oh, well. I guess he is. Okay. Gonna make a lander. We are gonna attack with both because we want to get the surveil. Even though it's only a surveil 1, we're gonna want to do that. We're going to want the 3/2. We're going to want this one to have the extra power because he's going to want to block this one. And we're going to get that surveil and dump a land as quickly as possible. Okay. I think he was going to want to block there, unless there's some kind of black or red sweeper that he has that he might be able to get more than one creature off the battlefield at the same time. I think he wanted to block there because we're all out attacking no matter what. If he just puts out, he's got one card, so if he puts out one creature, we're all out attacking anyway. He blocks here, he blocks there, and he takes 2. So he's going to need to do something. We block, he has a trick. And he wins combat, but we attack with both. He wins combat and untaps. And he gains life. Okay, that gaining life is important for him. did just draw a creature at least, so... Yeah, good games. This was a tough one. Couple of lands on each side. One or two lands each side separately. Yeah, good games. Okay, that is 4-2 with this deck, and we'll jump right into the 7th game shortly. I definitely thought from the flavor of the set, I thought the bigger spaceships, I thought the bigger cards were going to be a little bit more impactful, but it does look like it is kind of solid, low to the ground magic as we've always been accustomed to. That may not hold up the entire format, but I think for now, I think that's safe to say that so far over the first 6 games, that seems to be what is going on. The importance of 2-drops, I think, are going to be bigger as we get more and more into this format. I think they're going to be very important. Do we try to play the lifeline? No, right? We just play Skittermaw. Okay. 1/1 flash, and then you can spend 2, sacrifice this creature to draw a card later. Okay. So this comes with a 2/2. Or we play a creature and kill the looter. I think it's going to play the creature and kill the looter. He's going to get 1 loot out of it for sure. Oh, maybe he won't because he's going to find it hard to attack in. Okay. Yeah, we let him make his decision while he thinks he's going to have this, and then we'll focus fire and get that out of the way. Okay, drawing a bunch of cards. Get 4 station counters, and we need 9 to turn it into a creature. If we do the same play, he's got 4 mana, but remember, it looks like he has some cards that want him to play 2 spells on a turn, so he may be a very low to the ground deck. It may be full of 2-drops, and he's looking to play 2 2-drops here. Okay. This is a... So we attack and he blocks. Okay. We get rid of this and attack with everybody. We station this up and attack with a 3/4 flyer with first strike. Okay, couple of bigger questions, but you know what? I think it's I think we're okay if this happens. If we attack like this. My assumption is he's going to block the lifelinker with the 3/2. They're gonna die, and then I'll get a +1/+1 counter on the guy with menace. I am not going to give +2/+0. Okay. He's going to have 5 mana. He's going to have 1 more mana every turn, assumedly, because he has drawn a lot of cards. But he is at 10 life. We have 11 power on the board. So, no real stun counter. Okay. This may be coming back next turn for another stun counter. Okay, but he's not going to be able to block here. And if he blocks the 1/1, we would get another trigger. I think it's just the equipment, but let's attack. If he has something like depressurize, he depressurizes here, then blocks there. Okay. Let's see what he's got. Three colors. Okay, wonder if he needed that third color to come out. I wonder if that was a splash of red, right? We saw heavy blue. I'm trying to think back. I know it just happened, but I really don't remember how much black we saw in his deck. 5 wins so far, 5 and 2. Let's keep running it. It's fun gameplay so far. I think we'll probably have to kind of get used to the speed a little bit. I think 2-drops are going to be very important in the format. But let's see what we have. This hand has some 2-drops and then some bigger ones later on. +1/+1 counter synergy, so I think we're going to keep this. I think this is an aggressive hand, but maybe not super aggressive. We'll see. 4/1 defender. Okay. Maybe our opponent got the memo about the format speed, where we did not yet. Are we looking to trade? But we're looking to trade eventually, right? So we could play this. He blocks. We play the Death Toucher, which is going to make next plays harder for him. Obviously, this is Defender. We put 2 counters. We attack with both. He goes to block the Defender, and then we focus fire if he doesn't have a trick. Okay, we basically showed most of our cards here, right? Like, we're all in on this aggressive side. It's got 4 mana and hasn't done anything. Okay. The first play, we can Banishing Light. We just play the 2/3 here. Interesting, because there's a graveyard. Attack him to 6. This is going to come down to drawing something better than what we have. Oh, Banishing Light, okay. Banishing Light, our Banishing Light. We can try an attack and then focus fire the 5/3, but you know, if he has a trick, if he has something, he only has 1 card in hand. Now no cards in hand. We're gonna kill the 5/3 if he tries to attack with it. Yeah. Play the 2/2 flyer. Put that back in our hand. And then we can play it next turn. He's going to gain a life. He knows this is coming out. Unless that's an assassin creature. Yeah, good for him. We can warp this. We can play and attack for 2. We still have up focus fire. Yep. He's gonna have to do something about this, right? He's got 3 turns. We're gonna gain a little bit of life, not much. He's got 2 turns. So he's gonna have this card and 1 more card if he doesn't do something about the flyer. Okay. Okay. That's going to be a big time card. We attack with the 5/5 And see if he'll block with the 5/3. He could block with the 2/1 and the 2/2 and then pump them all up. It's not going to get better for us. A land, he gets to pump twice. But he can only attack with one, right? Okay, he's gonna decide not to attack with anyone. What if we attack with everybody? Well, we can't because this is being held off. What if we attack with the 5/5? He can give up the 3/3 double striker. We get something off the board, right? Double blocks and then pumps it up. Yeah. Two more counters. He's gonna have a hard time attacking though. He just attacks with the 4/4 with double strike. We would be happy with that. We no block this turn. That's some things. Yep. Okay. Well, we're going to come up a little bit short here. We got him to 4, but no real way to push through. Let me know in the comments below if you see a way that we missed some damage. Because this is not going to be it. He can pump this to 5/5. So we double block here, right? No, we have the triple block here, right? Because he does first strike and he'll get rid of one of them, presumably this one. And he'll be at a 5/5. And then when we go to strike back, yeah, we have to give him all three. So he's going to get rid of this one first. Yep. Oh, he gets rid of these two. Yeah, and we just have to, yep. Yeah. Good mathing on his side. Nothing we're going to be able to draw here. Okay. Yeah. Good job with the math there. The double strike definitely made it tough. I thought I was going to win with the flyer, to be honest. When we were at when he was at 8 life going to 6, I thought we were going to close it out, but one removal spell got rid of the 2/2, and that was the end of our aggression there. Either way, this deck went 5-3 for the first draft and the first experience with Edge of Eternities. It seems like it's a lot of fun. It seems like it's a little bit more aggro heavy than I thought it was going to be, but still a lot of fun, and I can't wait to run it back. So if you like more content like this, please let us know in the comments below. We have playlists for draft, we have playlists for jump in, and so I would love to see you guys on other videos. It really supports the channel. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.